Welcome to the Nectar and Grit podcast, where we take 5 minutes to talk with actors and filmmakers about weird shit. Welcome to the Nectar and Grit podcast. Ty Barnett, how are you this afternoon? Well, it's morning for you. You're in
Yeah,
California.
well, yes, still late morning. How are you, bro? How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I mean,
Cool.
other than the world's melting, but I'm doing personally good.
Ah,
Since
Th-
we
these are the days where I'm a little jealous that I don't do hard drugs.
I'm jealous every day. Um, So, since we got 5 minutes, let's get started with what projects you've got coming up or what you have on your plate. What you doing?
Well, this is you can kind of see I have my home studio, and what I decided to do, and I told you this before when we first connected. I said your way of performing and how you did this, how you did these, how you did your first project, and how I was inspired by that made me realize, man, I don't have to wait for people to give me things to create my own ideas. So what I started doing, and I want to thank you again for that because I told you I meant that. It's inspiring to see people say, "Fuck, I don't need this big studio. I don't need this. I have a camera and imagination. I got crew. I got all of this shit." So what I did was launch this web series called "This Is the Bullshit I'm Talking About," which is slowly taking off. It's great, which is cool because it started on YouTube years ago. But now I've learned to shoot sketches better. Now I learned how to write better. I learned how to edit. So now it's morphed into something that I do on Instagram, TikTok, and now we're bringing it back to YouTube, where it's going to be a longer platform show, where it's going to be interviews, sketches, political commentary, all the things that I've kind of been dipping my toe in different places. Now it's going to culminate to my own television series that will be on YouTube that is slowly growing.
That's awesome. And what's the name of it again so people can find it?
This is the shit I'm talking about. But you can find it on comedian Ty Barnett on YouTube. So go to Ty Barnett and then you see it, the banner is there. That's why I got better at consistent branding. Consistent branding. Every video now has to have the logo. I'm very savvy with it, that shit now. So comedian Ty Barnett is the YouTube page, but the series is called This Is the Shit I'm Talking About.
And I'll put a link. It's pretty funny. Um, so let's get to the other questions that we have. Have you ever had a heckler make you laugh, and then did you still shit on him anyways?
Uh You know what? I can't say that they were a heckler, but the thing that did make me laugh one time, I was doing a show and I asked couples that were married. I said, "How long you been married?" Da, 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 10 years, 20, 30, 40. One couple had been married 50 or 60 years. And I said, "Damn, man, that's crazy." It's like, "So what's the secret?" And the lady said, "He's deaf." And
Uh,
I said,
that was-
"Done. No one wins. That's the prize right there. No one's beating that." I
that'll
said
do
he's
it.
deaf. Oh my God. So yeah, that was the best answer. I legit had to stop doing the show. I was like, I did not expect that answer at all. It was the funniest thing ever.
But then did you go ahead and shit on her anyways?
Well, I did say, well, unless all y'all other people out here about to poke holes in your husband's ears, y'all ain't beating that. Yeah, she can talk all the shit she want because he don't hear nothing. So and I will say, but separate from that, there was one time where a dude come on stage, and I wasn't even saying it in a joking way. This was years ago before I learned how to be better on stage with hecklers. I said, if you come up on this stage, I will out of you with this mic stand. But to my credit, once they kicked him out the club, I was like, oh, that was crazy. Anyway, what was I saying? And the audience just fell out laughing, like, what? How did he go from South Side of Chicago to now performing back here?
Oh, shoot. What's your favorite acting role that you've ever been done so far?
My favorite acting role is actually, and I was just thinking about this the other day, is I am officially part of the boys universe because I played the father of Marie Moreau on Gen V, which was the spinoff of The Boys. I play her father, and I'm in the first few. I'm in both seasons, but in just a couple episodes. But I love The Boys. You know, the series just ended, but it was so cool to be a part of that thing and see myself on screen in this universe of stuff that I watch. Like I actually
Yeah, yeah.
watched stuff. And so to see her character be featured in this season of The Boys, it was kind of cool. I actually messaged with Laz Alonso, who plays MM, Mother's Milk, and I said, "Man, it's crazy because we correspond on Instagram, and I was like, man, it's kind of crazy to see my daughter and you working to fight and fight the soups." So that was one. I'll give you extra bonus was A Million Little Things for ABC, which was really really nice, man. I loved it. I got to play a comedian who is expecting a kid with his wife, and so I remember when when I had the audition, I contacted one of the people that I knew that worked for the show, and I said, "Hey man, I got this audition coming up for the show. Do they want a comedian who's always on, or do they want someone who is a comedian and just happens to be a comedian?" And he gave me the note, and he says, "No, they just want somebody to play this straight, but you just happen to be a comedian." And it made all the difference in the audition process. So those are my two. Those are my two favorite.
Oh, cool. Do you have a joke that your grandma would scold you for? And if so, what is it?
And the joke is, I say, my grandma's religious, super religious, not Jehovah Witness deep, but she's the only person I know with a tattoo of the Last Supper. And I say, but it's across here. It's across here, which was cool until she started getting bigger, and then you had to start filling in people, and it looked like the last buffet. So
Did she hear that joke?
she heard the joke, and I remember I did it on either the Tonight Show or Last Comic, one of the two. And I remember when I went back home, she was like, "You know, you got a coming, right?" So
Oh,
yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
and our last question. What's the most cinematic flower in your opinion?
See, that was the one I was confused on. Like when you say flower, like you mean an actual flower?
Yeah.
I think that was the one that was hard for me. I would say a rose because roses symbolize so much. Uh, love. You see them in a lot of different, where they can be comedy, it could be in romance, all these types of things. It was a movie where it was a character carrying a box of roses. Oh, was it? It wasn't Desperado. For some reason, I want to say.
Boomerang.
No, Boomerang is one, but Antonio Banderas, the movie with Antonio
Oh,
Banderas, somebody was carrying
Desperado.
a box of roses, and then they says it, and he pulls out the semi-auto out of was supposed to be a box of roses. So I would say the rose. The rose is probably
Okay.
the most cinematic that I could think of.
All right. Well, that's our over 5 minutes, I think.
Oh,
But
sorry, yeah,
it
sorry.
was great talking to you, and
And
thanks for
keep
coming
up,
on the show.
and let's talk soon. Let's stay in touch and keep me and you, bro. We need more good people.
Oh yeah, you too.